Here we go. My guest today is Elaine Martin, also known as Lily. Lily, welcome to the show.
Yes, good.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank
Where are
you.
you from?
Yep, absolutely. I am I was born in Twin Falls, Idaho, but I have lived all over the world, kind of. Well, not really all over the world, but more like like
Yeah.
Washington, like Oregon, Montana, like
All
Texas,
right.
Nevada.
All places filled with white folks. Sounds like.
No,
No?
not Las Vegas,
Oh,
not
not
Las
yeah, yeah, not
Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
got everybody there. That's what I like about. That's what I like about the East Bay, San Francisco Bay Area. Is just it's everybody. It's a big, it's a big party for everyone. So,
Right.
so you don't have any place that you could say, oh, I grew up there, right? Like you don't really have any place you call home or nothing like that, on.
No. I grew up in the foster care
Yeah,
system, and I grew up incarcerated.
right.
I've done a lot of time since I was a kid. So
Yeah. So when was the first time you ever got arrested?
I was 11. I
11.
was 11 years
That's
old.
right. Represent. I was
Yeah,
like 10.
represent,
Represent.
representing that young
That's
age.
right. That's right. So, and what would you get arrested for? What was your first time getting arrested for?
It was gang affiliations, drive-by shootings, possession of weapons, possession of drugs,
Boy, you come.
and possession of a
You,
and a possession of a stolen
man,
vehicle.
you
Yeah.
kicking it off tough at 11 years old, and you're a girl. That's right. Fuck, rep that shit. Fuck it. So, what are you in for now?
I am in for burglary, possession, damage to jail property, and escape.
And escape. And what's up with the escape? Where'd that happen?
I got a rider,
Oh,
and it was like a 6 month, 8 month program,
yeah.
but I ain't gonna lie, if there ain't no fence around me, I ain't staying.
It's
So
difficult.
I
It's
just
difficult. I feel that. I did time in county one time, and I was at the farm, and you could just walk away. Oh man, it was so. I didn't do it, but I was tempted. Man, it was tempting. Luckily, I only had a few months to do. But yeah, that's a tough
nah,
one. I mean, like,
I did that shit.
yeah. So
Yeah, I did.
how long you been down on this one?
Well, I've been down 3 years
Been down 3 years, and you got what?
out of a
What left?
yeah, out of a 10 year
10
sentence.
years. Is any of that coming off, or are
Yeah.
you doing the solid 10?
I was supposed to do three, so I got 3 years determined and 7 years undetermined.
Yeah.
But so I stay in trouble
That's
even
right.
while I'm in
That's
prison.
right. Fuck yeah. Represent that
Yeah,
shit. Fuck it.
if I keep going the way that I'm going,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my dime piece
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. But so now let me ask you
Yeah.
this. If you do the whole solid 10, will you have parole afterwards or no?
No, I freaking I will I'll gold seal.
Gold seal.
I'll
Oh,
gold
yeah.
seal. So
Gold
that
seal. I
yeah,
heard
so
about that. So that means you're just
yeah, so
free and
I
clear out
can
the door.
I'm I'm gone. I'm
Yeah.
gone out of Idaho. Ain't never coming back.
Yeah. But
Gone.
you said you've been down three so far?
Yeah, I've been down three
But
years.
I mean,
Yeah, I see board at the end of this year.
yeah.
Thank
And
you.
and because I mean, like, if we're being honest, because you're a fuck up, chances are when you see him, ain't nothing gonna happen. But you'll have action after that, right? Or is it like that's it, you're done?
Well, so they can pass me for like 6 months. They can pass me for a year. They can pass me for 4 years,
Right,
or they can say I need to top, or they can say I could top my time.
right.
But with like the disobedience and like the disciplinary shit that I've had up in here,
Yeah,
I could probably top my time.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. That's you got with 7 more years to go. That's a tough one. It's because it's like, do I keep fucking up and just run that shit out so I don't have parole, or do I try to straighten up so I can get out sooner? That's a tough one. That's a tough one to call. I don't know, because I've been in that position where I'm like, it's tempting to just say fuck it and to just ride that shit out and no parole after. They don't do that anymore here. You could do your whole fucking sentence, it still wouldn't matter. You still got parole.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So how many terms have you done?
This is my first term.
First
This
term.
is my first prison stint.
First term. 10,
Yep.
10, right off the top. That's right. My first time getting arrested as an adult, I did like 3 months, I think.
You said three
Yeah, I
months.
think it was like as an adult. As an adult, it was like I think it was like for fraud, and I did, and that's where I did that time on the farm in this was San Joaquin County.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, San Joaquin County, and yeah, it was 3 months for I think it was fraud. I passed a bad check or something like that. So, how was your childhood? You said you bounced around a lot, and you were in foster care. So did you? What was the deal with your parents? It was all bad from the gate, right from
Um.
birth, or what? Did they give you up for adoption, or what happened?
Yeah. It was pretty much. It was all bad from like straight get up. Like, my biological mom. Like, I was with my mom till she died of a drug overdose when I was 5, and then I went into foster care. And my daddy, he ain't want nothing to do with me. Like, I was too much. I looked too much like my mama, so he didn't
Wow,
want nothing to do with me.
wow,
So yeah. So I went in foster care, and this woman. So I have a half brother,
yeah,
same mom, different dad,
yeah,
and this woman actually adopted my older brother, and she heard about me being in foster care, and so like she adopted
yeah,
me, and I like my concept is like I don't understand how people can adopt a child and like absolutely hate them right off the bat.
right,
Like I don't understand that,
right.
and it's just a really abusive home. When I was about 10 years old, she started allowing my brother to sexually molest me and rape me, and
Wow, your
so I
brother,
started.
really? How much is he? He's older than you?
Yeah, he's 5 years older than me.
Wow. And she was fully aware of the
Yes.
situation. You told her about it, or what happened?
Yeah, no, she was completely aware. I told her the first time it happened, and she was like, pretty much like I was a whore and like I was a disgusting piece of shit. And she pretty much, long story short, she put just a little bit of clothes that I had in a fucking grocery bag and threw me out the door. So I
Wow.
started, you know,
And okay, so
running the
you
streets,
got
and
so when you started being abused by your brother, how old are you when that started?
I was 10.
10.
Yeah, I was 10,
And
and it
and then
and
she
and it
booted you out at
lasted
what
for
age?
yeah, it lasted for almost 2 years.
Yeah. And did it continue the whole time you were in
So
that foster home until she booted you out, or?
yeah, it happened every single day.
Wow. Man,
Yeah.
that's a lot. And what was up with her? Did you have was there two foster parents or just her?
No, it was just her.
Yeah.
She was a single adopted mother and
Yeah.
a single household, and
Do you feel like
I don't
she just
know,
did
like
that shit to try to get some extra money coming in? Is that what it is? You were just a paycheck or what?
honestly, it wasn't even like that cuz it was a closed adoption.
I don't.
So it wasn't like an actual like
Oh, it was an adoption, not
it was
not foster home.
yeah. No, yeah, she adopted
Wow, that
me
takes
when
money,
I was
right?
like
That takes money to do that shit. Or no?
yeah, I was like 7 I was like 7 or 8 when she actually finally adopted me,
Yeah.
cuz I was in foster care from like 5 to like 7,
Yeah.
7 or 8, and then I went into her house, and it was just abuse from there. And then when I like turned about 10, that's when all the like sexual abuse and stuff started happening.
Wow. And so that started
And
happening at 10 and she booted you out by 12?
yeah, it was about 12. That's when, well, I was like 11. That's when I started like kind of trying to not come home.
Yeah.
And so, I started, getting introduced to, gang banging
Yeah.
and, hanging out with, because at the time, I was over in Walla,
Oh
Washington.
yeah, yeah.
So like yeah, I'm in the town where, like the state penitentiary like sits almost
Right.
like straight blank in the middle
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
town. So I was 11 years old hanging out with rapists, murderers, just got out the pen. Like, so, and like I was just young, but I wanted to put in the work. I
Yeah.
had that loyalty and I had that drive to, do and
Well,
show that I could be just like a boy.
and plus, growing up and dealing with what you had to deal with already up to that point, I'm sure there's that part
Yeah.
of you that just wants to be loved, wants to be accepted. All right, we're back. We're back. I answered a second ago. I answered a second ago. I don't know what the hell happened. It like started coming through, and then it was their issue, and then it just shut off. All right.
Man, it's the fucking Wi-Fi, dude. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Just make sure. Keep calling back until we're done. All right.
All right.
Okay. So I was saying. What I was saying was you know, getting involved with gangs and all that shit. It's. I mean, to someone like me, you know, maybe not someone who's never been justice impacted, but to me, it makes sense because you know you've been already suffering abuse and neglect and being made to feel less than. You know, so it's understandable you would get involved with these people because you're looking for acceptance and love and companionship and all that, right? So, I
Right.
mean, yeah. So, what gangs did you end up getting involved? What gangs did you end up getting involved with?
It was 18th Street. It's a
Oh,
Mexican
18th
gang.
Street. Oh, really? Oh, they got them
Yeah, it
up
was
in
18th
Washington,
Street.
huh?
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yep, they do.
All right. So, all during this time, what was going on with school? Were you going to school this whole time, or skipping out, or
Uh,
what were you doing?
yeah, no, I ain't. I dropped out in like I think fifth grade.
You're like, nah,
Yeah,
school's for suckers. What I look
yeah.
like a sucker?
Hey, it's like, man, all I know how to do is I know how to count by five, tens, 20s, 40s,
Yeah,
50s,
yeah, yeah.
60s, 80s, hundreds,
Well, I
ones.
mean, if nothing else, you got to know how to count, man. If you're gonna make some money, but
Likewise.
yeah, I don't blame you. What about? Did you? So it's understandable you weren't doing too well in school, but did you have learning any kind of learning challenges as well that contributed to that, or
Yeah, I'm dyslexic.
dyslexic? Yeah,
So yeah, so I can't fucking read.
yeah.
That's just not a fucking thing for me.
Yeah. What about you got ADHD too, or you don't even know? Probably.
Hell yeah, I'm sitting here tapping my foot right now. You feel me?
That's right. That's right.
Just
I get it. I got ADHD like a mofo, man. I couldn't
oh, sure,
even
sure.
even recently I was trying to get my class A license and part of the learning was online and I'm like I can't do this. I got to be in person and interacting with people.
That
That's the way I learn.
absolutely, yeah. That's
Yeah.
how I am too.
So, okay, so what about you got struggles with addiction or what?
Yes, absolutely. I've been using drugs since I was what 10, 11 years old.
Yeah, what'd you start
So
out with?
cocaine. I started off with cocaine and like
Damn,
weed and
well, you come out tough. You're doing all kind of stuff at 10 years old, 11 years old. I think you might be
yeah,
a little more hardcore than me. Shit, I wasn't doing it
yeah,
like that.
cocaine, some
She's like,
liquor. Gotta have that
yeah,
liquor.
10 years old. 10 years old. You're like, weed. Which just pass me the cocaine. What's up? Let's just right
I
to it,
like
huh?
that. I like the weed on the
Oh,
cocaine, the
you
cocaine
know
on
what they
the
you know what they
weed.
call you know what they call those here? Well, I don't know if they still do it, but cavies. You heard that? A cavie?
No, I ain't never heard
Yeah,
that. I ain't
it's
never been to
short.
Cali, nigga. So
It's short for caviar. That's that caviar. Yeah.
okay,
With the cocaine
yeah.
on the weed. Yeah. I never did it. I don't. There's three lines I never let myself cross. Never fuck with coke. Never fuck with heroin, and never touch needles. I don't see any reason to break that streak. You know what I mean? So what about
Well,
you still have challenges with that, or you been indulging, or what's up?
no, no, no. So my addiction moved up later in life to dope. I started
Okay.
smoking dope when I was like 20, 21, I
Yeah.
think.
Crystal.
You know. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Glass.
Smoking it, not shooting it. You weren't shooting it.
No, I ain't never put a needle in my arm, and I never will.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, like,
Never.
man, like, if you're gonna go downhill, like, maybe just don't go that far.
Yeah, yeah, that part. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
just, I be doing them hot rails or, shit
yeah,
like that. But other than that, like, but in here, I've been sober off of, dope and, stuff like that. But,
yeah.
I've been indulging in, some spice or,
A little
some
bit of spice.
Suboxone once in a while or,
Yeah.
some, chill bag, watch
But
some
once in a
movies
once in a
and
while, like, keep it real, keep it real. Once in a while, just once in a while, right? Or Ah, look at you hesitating. Oh, you so full of shit. Oh, you so oh the hesitation said it all. The hesitation said it all. Yeah.
uh,
All
no,
right.
well, listen. So I've been sober for about 5 months now,
Okay,
off
that's
of
good.
everything.
That's a good little streak right
Yeah,
there. That's good. Are you trying to keep it
yeah.
going, or you're just like you ain't got access, or what? Keep it real.
I ain't got access. I ain't saying
Yeah.
I don't got no access, but it's
All
just the
right.
fact that I just want, I want better for myself right at this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I do get I do when I want to get out of prison, and I can't
Yeah.
get out of prison if I keep using drugs.
Right.
So
Right. I mean, my philosophy personally, my philosophy on drug use is it don't matter what kind of drug it is. It really doesn't. If you could treat it
yeah,
like a vacation, you're good. But you start treating that shit like it's a job, that's where shit takes a left turn. So for me, like, yeah, I used to mess with crystal too, but I know it's there's no point in me doing it once because if I do it once, I'm gonna keep on doing it, and it's just what I mean. Like there ain't no future in that. I can't. Like I can smoke weed, but
yeah,
I wait till the end of the day. Like I'm not all day, every day, constantly puffing. I wait till the end of the day when all my chores and responsibilities are done for the day, and I'm in bed, relaxed, and then I'll smoke a little bit just to relax and go to sleep. But
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
like with me, like with Crystal, it's
yeah,
over. Once I hit that Crystal, man, I'm
right,
ready to go. I'm
right.
robbing you, and, I'm out the door.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a whole other when I'm
So
smoking dope.
maybe,
I
so
swear.
maybe, yeah, maybe you need to, you maybe need to leave that alone.
So,
See, for me,
yeah,
it's funny. It's the opposite because I'm honestly more likely to go out and do something stupid when I'm sober. When I'm high, I just want to kick back. I don't want to do nothing. I want to just sit there and talk and have a good time. But if I'm sober, I'm like, man, let's go get into some shit.
yeah. No, when I'm chill on like everything else, but when it comes to fucking dope,
Yeah,
out
all
I'm out
bad,
the door.
all bad.
Out the door. All bad.
All right. So let me ask you this: What that's good. You're going 5 months, 5 months without. I would say it gets easier as time goes on for sure. So hopefully you can keep that
Right.
going and do better for yourself when you get out. Now, are you doing anything like going to college or taking vocational training, anything like that?
I have been studying for my GED, but I've been in the hole for over a year.
Yeah.
So I can't do nothing. I can't, get no classes. I can't do nothing like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm in my cell 23 hours a day.
Are you 23 because you're in a hole?
Yeah, I'm in the hole.
So is that what it
Yeah.
is? It really you're in there 23 hours a day. You get an hour out, and then you're spending some of that with
If
me. I
that.
appreciate you. You're
Yeah,
right.
if that,
No,
if
I
that.
know. It's always something. It's delay in count, and it's somebody got in a fight, and it's yeah. Trust me, I know. I'm
Yeah.
well acquainted. That shit used to drive me crazy, and I would we'd always be in lockdown, and you hear people. Whenever we're starting to come up off of lockdown, man, they better run store or I'm gonna be fucking pissed. And I'm like, you're telling yourself you're going to be pissed for something that
You gonna be
is
it's gonna be closed.
right. You know it's a possibility, so why even set yourself up like that? Why you already made up your mind to be mad about the situation, but yeah, after a while you gotta you just gotta gear it up in your head to where like okay, we're supposed to get day room at this time, but count might be fucked up. Somebody there might be short of staff. They might have power outage. They might have somebody getting a fight. It's always something. So the better you're mentally
Yeah.
prepared for getting screwed on program, the better off you are. More peace you'll be able to maintain. So no. So you're studying for your GD, and it's difficult. You're in a cell with one other person, or is it a multi-man cell?
No, it's just one person. It's two-man cell.
Is she trying to get her GED too or no? No. So when you're studying for GED and you don't have anybody else that's doing the same thing to interact with and bounce ideas off of, that makes it a lot more difficult, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes. Oh well, the thing is like before, like I don't learn just with a book.
Right.
Like I said, I'm dyslexic, so
Yeah.
honestly, I haven't even picked up the book. I got to like
Yeah.
lesson 2, and I was like, nah, I'm good off this shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm good. I'd rather fucking sit down, like, because I'm really artistic. I like to
Yeah.
tattoo. I like to get down, and
Yeah.
so I sit down, I draw, and like I listen to music, and I
Yeah.
got my routine. I got a routine. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
Yeah. Got your
routine is
day
really
planned
important.
out. Routine is
Mm,
important. That shit'll help keep you sane because it help find ways to eat up the day and take your mind off of things. No, trust me, I
yeah.
get it. But and especially being dyslexic, yeah, that's got to be difficult. They don't have any kind of accommodations for people with learning disabilities or anything like that to help them.
Well, I mean, they do if I wasn't in the hole.
If you weren't in the hole, right, right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say somewhere down the line you got your GD, you either end up not getting in any more trouble or you just write out the rest of your sentence, whatever. So the day
Yeah.
comes, you're getting out, and what kind of plans you got for that day? What kind of plans you got for your future as far as because you said you like to tattoo. Are you trying to get into that when you hit the streets or what?
Yeah, I've always wanted to have like my own tattoo shop. It's called
Yeah.
prison style. I get a whole bunch of felons who know how to stick and poke, and who know how to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
do prison
Yeah.
do
Stick
do
and move.
prison
Stick
artwork.
and move. Yeah, yeah.
Who
Yeah.
can groove, and who can
Yeah.
get down, and I want to inspire people. You don't have to go to prison to get a prison tattoo.
Right.
You feel me? You could just come to my
Right.
shop.
So now let me
You
ask
feel
you
me?
this. Hey, so you know what you could do too? You know what you could do? Somebody comes in, you could give them the option. Okay, do you want me to use a real gun or do you want me to use a prison gun? Give them the choice.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. You know what else you
You
could
know?
do? Because I used to make money. I used to not money, but I used to eat fat as a motherfucker by cooking for people because I could cook, right? So I would make prison burritos and man, motherfuckers would be coming to my cell just dropping off big old bags. Here, Mick, here, hook it up, bro, hook it up. And then there'd be days when I'd like somebody brings a big ass bag and then somebody else brings another big ass bag. I'm like, bro, I'm already cooking. Oh, what can I get it after? Or you know what I mean? But you could have somebody in there, somebody like me. I mean, I'm not
Cooking,
me, obviously,
cooking some,
but cooking up some
cooking some
prison shit.
food.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
dope.
Hey,
Oh, that would be
hey.
dope.
Oh, and you know what else you could do? You could do like a little mock-up of a fucking prison cell and be like, here, lay down on the bed, lay down on the bunk.
Hey,
Right?
let me get this fan on for you.
Yeah, yeah. Let me get that fan. Let me get the fan. I got you. Don't even trip.
Let's put
Yeah, I'm
you
telling
down,
you.
right?
Hey, you could do it because if you're gonna do prison style, I mean, like really, go all the way with it. Like really bring, like come in for an experience. You know what I mean? Like this could be an experience,
Right.
not just a tattoo, but for you to experience what it's like on that other side. For anybody that don't know about it already, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, so
I've
anybody
covered my
watching
body.
anybody watching the channel, Lily's your girl. Hook her up. She wants to tattoo. She wants to do something positive with her life. Anybody watching?
Yeah.
Anybody got them kind of resources? Holler at her. I'll have your all your contact information in the description below. So show her some love. Show her some support. Okay. So now let me ask you this: is there anything positive that you can say about your experience in prison?
Well, it's either it's taught me how to be sneakier, um, and
All right.
on some real, it's just taught me, some life handy, things, like
Yeah.
when you ain't got no heat in the house, you could pop a socket and get some hot, get some flame up in your house or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could just you can just do a whole bunch of shit that I've learned up in here. So
So you're like me. I mean, the word I would use is not sneaky, but resourceful. Prison taught me how to
resourceful,
be resourceful. I mean, like you'd be
resourceful.
amazed what I could do with a fucking paperclip. Watch out! Don't even tempt me.
Or some batteries. Don't even get me going with some batteries, bro.
Yeah, some batteries. I seen somebody one time that just to prove that they could do it. I saw somebody make some fucking rope out of toilet paper that was strong enough to hang. They could hang from it.
What? You
Yeah.
lying?
No, I'm not. No, I'm serious. You just gotta
Crazy.
pull out a big length of it, right? Double it over, twist it, double it over, twist it some, and then twist it back on itself. Yeah, you do that enough
Okay.
time. You do that enough times, you can get some fucking actual. You could really fuck somebody up. Not just for whatever, but you could like beat them with it because it's thick. All right. Okay. So now let me ask you this: do you have any especially crazy experiences you could talk about? Something in prison, something outside of prison, whatever you got.
Yeah, so when I was living in Vegas, and I actually, so I was on dope, so I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, going to go get high,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I always have this
As people
music.
do.
Yeah, and
As people.
I have this music box that I be playing music, and I was
Yeah.
just walking down the street, and all of a sudden, like, I felt this cold piece to my fucking head, and he was like, "Turn your music off." So I turned my shit off, and I ain't move, I ain't nothing. He's like, "Walk to my fucking house before I kill you, bitch." I'm like, "Oh shit." I said, "What the fuck did I just walk into?" So I walked to his house. I had a whole fucking piece to my head. So I
Yeah.
walked to his house. Right as I walked through the door, he hits me on the back of my head. I blacked out, out cold. So I woke up. I don't even know how long later, but I woke up. I was
Yeah.
hogtied to a chair, and he
Wow.
beat the dog little shit out of me, boy. I ain't like crazy, and he
Yeah. So what
pistol
was the
whipped me.
circumstance? Why was he doing all this?
No, he just kept telling me that I stole his Playboy magazines and baseball caps. Like, I ain't never met this man in my entire life. Like, he was
Yeah.
tripping. He was tripping on whatever he took. Like, he was tripping.
Wow.
And I ain't gonna
Did
lie.
you
Like,
try?
I
You
I
tried
was
talking? Go
I
ahead. Go
was
ahead.
I,
What?
I well, I was just like, I was talking a lot of shit to this nigga. Like, I didn't I didn't take it serious until, like, he put a fucking potato on his fucking on his pistol and put it to the back of my
Yeah.
skull.
Yeah.
And I was like, this nigga's gonna really kill me.
Then you felt like it was real. You're like,
Yeah,
okay, now I get it.
I was like, fuck. So, but he kept me for like 2.5 weeks, and like it was like Mother's Day.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Mother's
Was
Day.
he
Like, I
feeding you? Was he feeding you, or what? What was he? What
nah,
happened when you?
no, but he would get me high though. It was cool. He would get me
He would get
high.
you high. He would get you high. You're like, all right, so it's not that bad. Hey, I'm kidnapped, and he beat the shit out of me. Hey, but at least I got some. I got some dope. It's free dope, right? Oh
So,
man.
but so like I fell out, and like
Yeah.
I woke up to his mama in the house. And so
Yeah.
his mama was like, "What the fuck? You gotta let this bitch go. Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And so he cut
Yeah.
off my binds. He cut off my binds, and I'm butt ass naked, fucking running down Las Vegas Boulevard, butt ass naked.
That's
So
crazy. He had you naked up in there just the whole time,
oh
2.5 weeks
yeah, yeah, he
naked.
had me butt ass naked. Yeah, he beat the shit
And
out of
was
me.
he
He
was he?
he
Yeah.
fucking broke my nose and shit, like crazy.
Why was he? He wasn't sexually assaulting you though, or anything like that.
I don't really like to talk about that part, but yeah,
All right. All right. All right. All right.
yeah.
Fair enough. And you had no connection with this individual at all. He just some wacko
Um,
that thought you stole his 1970s Playboy.
Magazines, like, what the fuck I want with
Damn.
Playboy magazines? Like, look at me,
Playboy.
I don't know
And
Playboy. You
right.
crazy?
Right. Right. Yeah, that's wild. Wow. Okay, so what do you do in there for fun? You got to. I mean, I know we talked about you. You don't tattoo per se because that would be illegal, and you don't do illegal things, right? But aside from that, what do you do for fun and entertainment in there?
I listen to a lot of music. I make music. I
Yeah.
rap. I sing.
Oh shit.
Um,
Okay. That's
I
right.
draw,
Yeah. All right.
and
That's good
yeah,
stuff. I used to do a lot of bead work. So you don't have no kids, huh?
yeah, I got two boys.
You got two boys. How old are they?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old this year.
Same baby dad or no?
No.
That's right. Why would you? Why? Who wants the same baby dad? That's boring.
Yeah. Well, my
Okay, and so what's up with them? Are you got a relationship with them, or are you mom, or somebody else mom, or what?
no, they so
Okay.
my oldest,
Yeah.
he's with my dad, but my
Yeah.
youngest got adopted.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what? And but you feel comfortable with him being with your dad? That's good. That's a good situation for him.
Yeah, my kids love. That's all I can ask for,
Yeah.
and he's taken
But
care
so
of.
your dad couldn't take care of the other one. Is that what happened? He got like he could
No,
take care of one, but not the other.
my dad's racist, and my youngest kid is half Mexican.
Oh. Oh, he's half
Yeah,
Mexican, really? Wow, he's
yeah,
that racist. Even though it's his kid,
yeah,
he's like, nah, that's completely unacceptable. We're not doing that.
yep,
Wow, that's
yeah.
rough, man. And I mean, it's a kid. Like even wow, that's rough. That's a lot. That's completely unreasonable. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so we got two more questions, and then we'll call it good at that. And hopefully, all the audio came out and everything's good and all that. All right. So,
Right.
what would you say to anybody that says you don't deserve a second chance?
Um. Well, I mean, if they tell me, like, if they say I don't deserve a second chance, I'd be like, have you ever fucked up in your life?
Yeah.
Then why would you deserve a second chance?
All right.
And at the same time, I would mostly just say, people say that you can't teach a dog new tricks.
He's an old
Well,
dog.
that
You are an old ass dog too. Look at you, old
I
and
know,
raggedy.
poof, right. But
Yeah.
that dog ain't gonna learn new tricks if ain't nobody willing to teach it.
Right.
So
And I mean, and the other thing too is you know nobody's saying that what you did, any of what you did or what I did, nobody's saying that that's okay. Nobody's saying that you got any kind of excuses or any of that. But I mean, you got a story, and fucking wow, man, some of the shit that you had to talk about, that's a rough road to travel down, man. And so people that think like, oh, why'd you do what you did? Well, I mean, I'm like, to someone like me, I'm like, why not? Why wouldn't you go down that path, having gone through what you've gone through? You know what I mean? So, and
right,
that's not to say that yeah, fuck it, just fall down and don't get up. You know what I mean? But goddamn, when you've been pushed down like that, it's hard to pick yourself back up. You know what I mean? You got to have somebody to walk you through the steps to get on a better path, and to help you develop those mental tools to process all that shit that you've been through, man. Okay,
right.
last question. Is there anything we didn't talk about that you would like to talk about? Now's your opportunity.
It's just, if I got a story to tell, and if
Yeah,
anyone's wants to sit down and listen and actually have
yeah,
a one-to-one conversation, hit me up. I'm cool as fuck. I love vibes. I be vibing, I be chilling. I just don't see the prison walls. Just see
yeah,
me. you know and if you
yep.
see me, I'll see you.
That's right. That's it. Like, let's just see each other as people. Like, we can let go of all the other extra stuff and just talk to each other as individuals. That's right. All right, Lily. Once again, all your contact information is going to be in the description below. Anybody out there watching right now, reach out, give her some support, show her some love. If you got any advice on helping her get on a better path, I'm sure she'd love to hear it. If you got any resources to help her get her prison tattoo shop going on the outside, please do that. That's something that'll help her stay on a positive path. All right. So Lily, thank you very much for joining me. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.